Once upon a time, there was a man who lived in a town. He had a quick temper and a tendency to argue over minor issues. Wherever he was, be it office, public place, or home, he used to have fights all the time due to his quarrelsome nature. This made his family very unhappy because it caused a lot of stress at home. He knew he had a problem with his temper, but he could not seem to manage it when things got tough. One day, he went to see a Buddhist monk who was in town for a few days. Upon meeting the monk, he said, "Oh, wise one, I'll lose my temper easily and end up fighting over small stuff. I have noticed you are always calm and kind to everyone. What's your secret?" The monk replied, "I am not sure about my secret, but I do know something about you." Then he said, "You are going to die in 7 days." The man was shocked. "What? Are you serious? Is that true? Is there any way to change this?" The man asked a number of questions in hurry. The monk said, "Yes, it is true, and there is no way to change it," saying that the monk went back to his hut to meditate, leaving the man feeling dizzy with the news. The man returned home feeling disheartened. Day and night, his mind was consumed by the thoughts of the monk's prediction. Slowly and slowly, his interactions with others, including his family, began to change. He made an effort to avoid getting into fights or arguments, and with each passing day, he found himself becoming more serene and composed. His anger gradually faded away, making room for a newfound sense of peace and tranquility to settle within him. He made an effort to apologize to those he had hurt, and over time, he noticed that people began to forgive him and even grow fond of him again. Within a matter of days, the atmosphere in his family became peaceful, and everyone seemed genuinely happy. As the 7th day drew near, he gathered his family and friends and shared with them the monk's prediction. Tears filled the eyes of the man's loved ones as they contemplated the possibility of losing him. Those who once avoided him now were unable to bear the thought of his departure. Meanwhile, on the same day, the monk suddenly arrived at the man's house. Upon seeing him, the man prostrated himself at the monk's feet and expressed, "Sir, it is my good fortune to meet you on the last day of my life." The monk gently placed his hand on the man's head and inquired, "What troubles you, my friend? Why do you appear so sad?" To this, the man replied, "Sir, you mentioned I would die in 7 days. Did not you?" The monk confirmed, "Yes, indeed I did. But tell me, how many times have you felt anger in these past 7 days?" The man responded, "Sir, not even once." The monk then asked, "All right, then tell me, how many times have you fought or quarreled with your family and others?" The man replied, "Not even once, sir." Further, the monk inquired, "And how many times have you spoken harshly or engaged in a conflict at your workplace?" The man's answer remained the same. "Not even once, sir." Perplexed, the monk asked, "Why?" The man explained, "Sir, because you informed me I would die in 7 days. Realizing I had only 7 days left to live, I could not justify wasting such precious time on petty disputes." The monk smiled warmly and explained, "You see, my friend, when you realize that life is short and time on this planet is limited, your anger and frustration naturally subsided, and you begin to invest your time in meaningful pursuits. Similarly, you should live each day, recognizing the brevity of life and not waste it on trivial matters." The man responded, "But sir, now my life is coming to an end. What should I do now?" The monk reassured him with a smile and said, "You see, my friend, when I said you would die in 7 days. I did not mean it would happen on the 7th day. There are 7 days in a week, and anyone's passing could occur on any of these days of a week, from Monday to Sunday. So don't worry, you are not going to die today. But always remember, our time here is short and uncertain. We should prioritize living a peaceful and meaningful life, cultivating inner virtues. Understanding the monk's wisdom, the man brought to him with gratitude and embarked on a journey to live a life filled with compassion, peace, and virtue. And don't forget to subscribe my channel for see more such videos.